Hey, this is Corey Kupfer again, and we're here for another Authentic Business video, RIA Edition. This is number 2 in the series of 10 tips for advisor teams who may be looking to leave or may at any point leave, and for onboarding firms that are looking to bring in advisors from wirehouses, banks, trust companies, etc. So on the last tip, we talked about keeping your agreements. This I want to talk about specifically for firms that are either coming in new to a place and negotiating a deal, or maybe your deal is up and you're going to re-up. So one of the things that you want to realize, especially if you're at a firm that is not protocol, is that it is a different landscape, right? So if you are coming into and going to that firm, now those of us who advocate the independent space would say, why are you doing that? Go independent. There's a lot more value to that. But I am definitely aware that some people, like to be in a wirehouse or other environment. Well, if you go in there, what you want to realize, especially if they're non-protocol, or even at the protocol firms, because they can go off it, that maybe you want to be more careful and think about whether you have any kind of the leverage to be able to negotiate some carve-outs contractually from the non-solicit provisions. So, for example, do you have a book of business you're bringing with you, and do you have enough leverage to negotiate a carve-out to take the right to take those clients with you or solicit those clients, even if the firm's non-protocol? Or if you're going to a protocol firm, to put in a provision that says even if the firm goes off the protocol. So you're going to Merrill Lynch, who's currently, for example, still on the protocol, to negotiate a provision that says, hey, if you're going off the protocol Merrill Lynch, I get treated as if it was a protocol transfer, at least for maybe the clients I brought in, if not for the clients I developed while I'm there, or maybe the clients I brought in plus the clients that come from them, which becomes a tracking issue, but that's something to think about. Certainly if you have family members and other things like that. Now listen, there are definitely ways to get these clients over in a non-protocol transfer, but anything you can negotiate up front, which frankly, listen, at smaller firms and some of the regional firms and things like that, we've been successful. It's more difficult at the wirehouses and national firms. But you know what? It's a different landscape. And these days, if they want to recruit you, and I know they're not doing a lot of recruiting right now, but that could likely change. And they are making exceptions quietly. They're not, So if you're one of those firms that now or later that they're recruiting, keep in mind the landscape has changed, and you may want to be tougher on your negotiations before you're willing to go over to a firm that is off protocol, or that you have the risk of them going off of the protocol. So we would be happy to help you with those onboarding deals, but that's a little tip for today. Yesterday's tip was about keeping your contracts, as I said. Tomorrow we're gonna, or whenever we reach the next one, may not be tomorrow, will be a next tip. This is number 2 in a series of 10. Please comment, ask your questions, reach out to us if we can be helpful. Corey Kupfer, Kupfer Law. Take care.